Hey everybody, this is Angela, and I hope your Saturday is starting out great, and I hope it will end with a boom, awesomeness, and greatness. But anyway, I was sitting here and I was going down my Facebook timeline, and I was just looking at some of the comments that is being made on a post I put out on yesterday. And it's a picture of a beautiful home, and some would call it a mansion. And a lot of the comments are, very positive, encouraging, and, just, giving me a push and motivational. But what I want to talk about just a few minutes in reference to that post is, a lot of people may look at that post and say, oh, wow, that's great. Beautiful home. Awesome. But then, some may look at that post and say, God, that's a huge house. I wonder, God, why she wants such a big house, or what would you do with a big house like that? Well, anyway, let me just say this. Most of you that know me know that I don't have a selfish bone in my body. And a lot of times what I do is not for myself, because I'm not selfish. When I do something, a lot of times I'm thinking about others. And I won't say a lot of times, most of the time. That's just the way it is. I'm thinking about others, how to help others, how I can be a help to others. And because I have decided to get off the bench with the 98%, because that bench is overcrowded, my mindset has gone over into the 2% mindset. Some of you may not know what that means, and maybe later on I'll put a video out that will expound on that. Or maybe if you see some posts inviting you to a personal development call, just watch out for that. You'll understand what the 98% is and what the 2% is. But anyway, back to the post about the house. Because I'm not a 98%er, when I look at a home like that, I think about what I could do to help someone else. You see, the 98%, they don't think about what if you have a family member that suddenly becomes homeless. See, the 98% don't think about what if I'm at church and someone comes up to me and say, hey, Angela, I got a family that just lost their home. What can you do? And I'm asking you, what could you do? You see, the 98% don't think about, what if I get a phone call from a friend that have suddenly become homeless? What could you do? You see, the 98% don't think about, what if a former employee or a place where you've worked, anything, calls you up and say, hey, there's some people, or I know some people that have become homeless. And now let me get the negativity out. I'm not talking about just housing any and everybody, having them to come stay with you, okay? We're going to settle that right now, and that's the other thing. See, that's how the 98% think. So let's think about positivity, not the negative. I'm talking about the positive side of things. Helping people that really need help. You some kind of way have a connection to them, or maybe a social service agency, someone that may work at a social service agency that called you, and things will work out pretty good. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Okay, so let's just keep it on the positive side. All right, but anyway, like I said, it's not about I, because I don't operate on I don't operate on me. I operate on others, helping others. I operate on my family, helping my family. I operate on my grandchildren and their future and the generations to come. That's how I operate. You see, I've decided to get off the 98% bench. And I'm telling you, when you're not on the 98% bench, your thinking is a lot more clearer. And you understand how to use the power that you've been given. See, most of us haven't been taught how to use the power. We think we've been taught. We've been taught on a traditional level, which is why a lot of people are still in lack. And that's probably another subject that I'll have to touch on. But it's your connections that allows you to get off that 98% bench. It's your teaching of how to use the power. You've already been given the power to get what you want, to have your heart desires, as long as it's not in a selfish mode. You've already been given the power. You just got to know how to operate it. You just got to know how to use it. And start reaching out to others that know how to use it. They can teach you how to use it. So that's what I operate on. I operate on the power that I've been given. To live longer, to live healthier, to live wealthy. I'm supposed to have an abundant life. You're not supposed to be in a life of lack. That's another thing that, maybe I need to touch on. We're so used to thinking it's okay to be in lack. We have the mindset of, oh, well, I'm thankful for lack. I'm just thankful, and this is just the way it is, and this is how it has to be. Well, you're absolutely right. If that's the way you think, that is the way it is going to be for you. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. And I know you hear my grandbaby in the background trying to get back in the house. But think about getting off the 98% bench. And if you want to know how you can get off that bench, give me a call, give me an inbox. Because that house that I got my eye on, what I'm doing now can make that happen and will make that happen. So if you want more information about how I got off the 98% bench, give me an inbox or call me. I'll be glad to share it with you. 770-940-4533. This is Angela signing off. And remember, create an amazing day for yourself.